opportunities.
Okay, now the digital economy is rapidly transforming the employment landscape across industries, including health, financial services, information and communication technologies, that is ICT and etc. However, proactive action is needed to help young people develop their digital skills and access learning and employment opportunities. Now we want to speak to Miliosa Muturi about this and much more. Thank you very much for joining us right here on Business Today.
Thank you for having me, Noah.
Now, you know, the first concern is we have assumptions that if you are young, you're looking for opportunities, most probably you are digitally skilled. Is that the case?
That's not necessarily the case. With the demographic that we're working with, you'll find that these guys probably had no idea that they would end up working in our company doing big tech work. And you also find that lots of guys that went to university and did their undergrad end up working at SummerSource. So they don't necessarily have the skills in the beginning, but what we are doing at SummerSource is we're equipping them from the baseline level. From the very simple things that people take for granted, like powering on a computer. You'll be surprised how many people do not know that. And because our target demographic are people from low-income communities, you'll also find that when they were in school, they probably didn't have interaction with computers as much. But what we're doing is giving them a baseline 2-week training on artificial intelligence. But our focus is on video and image annotation. These are all this allows them to train ground truth data for artificial intelligence, things like self-driving cars, augmented reality, virtual reality.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And looking at the vision that you're trying to achieve, because at the end of the day, if you're doing something today, you're seeing the future, 10 years, 20 years, from the works that you're doing. What are you hoping to achieve, especially from a country perspective for Kenya in the next 10 years?
Good question, Noah. So our team is driven by the mission to expand opportunity to people, particularly in low-income communities, women and youth. And we've been doing this for the past decade. So for the past 10 years, we have helped over 10,000 people lift themselves out of poverty by giving them digital work, something that most people think is likely to take away jobs is actually giving jobs. So we are debunking the myth that robots, automation, and artificial intelligence will end up taking away people's jobs. If you think of a community like Korea, for example, they're the fastest growing economy. And the opportunities for employment are really, really high. And these are guys who have wholly embraced technology. So as SummerSource, we are at the center of this. We are training ground truth data for some of the biggest tech companies, and we're working with 25% of the Fortune 50 companies.
Wow, that's amazing.
What this means, Noah, is that in the next 10 years, we will have more people being empowered to actually get work. When you're looking at the digital economy, and how we are stepping in as SummerSource is when you get someone from Kibera or from Mathare to actually start working, they start paying taxes, they start expanding their mind, something that they were not able to do before, and then they're educating a whole family. So when you're talking about 10,000 people employed by SummerSource, by extension, you are talking about 50,000 people that have been impacted.
Wow.
So at the heart of what we do is we are driving technology forward through giving work.
Definitely, and the discussion about AI is quite interesting. I'd love to delve deeper into that, but in the interest of time, I can't. Okay. But the issue of, when we talk about technology, and when we talk about environments, macro environments that we can't control, for example, the government, policies, do you think, based on your works that you're doing, are you getting enough support from the system around?
So we have actually started creating relationships with the government. The ICT ministry has been very supportive to us. And if you think of the recent steering committee that was formed between the ICT ministry and Treasury, what this means for us is they are going to be, well, what I hope at least, is that they're going to be very intentional about reviewing and streamlining policies that surround the digital economy, because they are very outdated. Yeah, and if they streamline these, it means that there's going to be a lot more cohesion when it comes to projects that are being run in both the private and the public sector, and a lot of transparency, because what has been happening in the past is lots of people are duplicating efforts in the name of, oh, we are a tech company, and that ends up achieving nothing at the end of the day. So this cohesion, this partnership between the two means cohesion between Treasury and ICT. And what also makes this really important to us is that they will intentionally create budgets for this, and there will be checks and balances around the budgets that are allocated towards digital economy and how they're being used.
Oh, that's perfect. And closing up in less than 10 seconds, do you have a favorite quote?
I have my own favorite quote. Like this is for me, and based on the work that I've always done and what I am doing right now. And I always tell people this: every day is a great day to change lives.
Wow, perfect. Every day is a great day
to change lives.
To change lives. Amazing. Thank you very much, Miliosa, for speaking to Business today.
Thank you, Noah.
Wow. Every day is a great day to change lives, and you can start by changing the lives around you, doing something about that. The future is technology, the future is AI. Are you versed with that? Get versed with it. On that particular moment, since every day is a great day to change lives, we're going to take a short break right here on Business Today. When we come back, we shall have BBC's Money Daily. At the same time, later on, a discussion on matters energy. Right now, we break.